I didn't realize that Josh and Lee. I just thought you guys were being hyper quiet.
No. Ashley was going to ask Liam that he's going. Asking if he's no longer working at the deli but then you went off about basil and stuff, and I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I'm still working at the deli.
They convinced him to stay.
Gotcha.
How did they convince you to stay?
They really, really wanted me to stay.
Didn't they promise a little extra money or something?
Well, I mean, I'm working an hour more now.
But Liam's the only one that actually does his job.
Well, I'm not the only one, but...
Yeah, but you got the one gal who only will cut meat. She won't make the chicken or make... I didn't mean to start that. I thought we weren't... I didn't realize.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But yeah, we're unmuted now.
Okay. That's a chat.
Yeah. Alright. I will go ahead and I guess get started. Welcome everybody to the next exciting episode of This Our Blessed Daemon Machina. I'm your host, like the Watcher, your DM, and with me tonight are my wonderful players, starting from... Well, not the top, because the top is Bluefies, who's sitting in. But going from the top, we have the Hemington, our Aoife.
Hello.
We have Josh and Leah, our Benedict, and our Visira.
Hello.
And last but not least, we have Evan and Carly. We have our Dastin and our Estrid.
Hiya.
Okay, I managed to remember all your guys' names. Good.
It has been a while.
Yeah. The only one I was a little worried about was Visira, but I said, to hell with it. Just caution to the wind. So, yes. Before we get started, does anyone have any announcements?
Not? Well, okay. With the organization I'm with, Costumers with a Cause, I got promoted to assistant event coordinator.
Nice.
They wanted me to be a lead.
I am in the final fourth of the book I'm currently writing in terms of rewrites, so I am almost done.
Nice. Very nice.
Officially tomorrow, Leah will be 37 weeks.
Oh shoot! That means that she could come any day, right? Or is that 38 weeks?
Oh.
I currently say she can come any week. Once we get to that 38, 39 weeks, then she can come any day. But
yeah, this is starting 37 weeks is really kind of the most babies are born between 37 to 39 weeks. And it's only 5% of babies are born on their due date. From what I read.
The first one a lot of times goes late.
The first one is about 25% of the time it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But most babies are born 20% of babies are born between weeks 41 to 42. 5% of babies are born on their due date week. Most of them are born between 37 to 39 weeks. But yeah, a good percentage of babies are born the first baby is born between week 41 and 42, and so it's something like 25%.
Mm-hmm. My sister had her baby, I think, around 42 weeks. So that makes sense.
Yep.
My oldest brother was 2 weeks late.
Yeah, a lot of them are late, but then you have people like my friend Melissa from elementary school. Both of her babies were born during week 37. Both of them. On the dot. So, you never know.
Yeah. But congrats, guys. That's really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, any other announcements?
I got nothing.
Alright, then I guess we will go ahead and get started with the next episode of This Our Blessed Daemon Machina, The Master Control. In our last episode, our intrepid heroes explored the ins and outs of the factory, as it were, and the sort of central matrix of one Bastion Ironglaive, Rampart Ironglaive. Eventually, they discovered that there was another area in this desert circle that contained his actual original body. So, our heroes have decided to leave the area they were at and make their way to the final area, to the final throne of Ironglaive, and take him on once and for all. So they find themselves outside in the desert, getting ready to walk in the direction of the main, like, throne room, as it were. So what do you guys do now?
Yeah, Dawson's carrying Basira currently.
What?
I believe Dawson still has Basira over
Oh.
his shoulder.
Yeah, I'm carrying her like in a weird piggyback kind of style, and she's just kind of slung over my shoulders.
Well, weren't we in the wagon?
We did go to the place in the wagon, but I think we're like just outside of it.
Okay.
I guess Benedict goes to try to open up the door.
Okay. Well, you guys aren't actually there yet, I don't think.
Oh, I mean, I thought the way you explained it, I thought you just had us just around.
No. You gotta get there. So.
Okay, that was my assumption. You know what they say about assuming.
Right.
But yes, we just go there via the wagon.
All right, Daston gets in.
As well.
All right. I guess Terry followed suit. And how do you plan to move the wagon?
We have horses.
Oh, that's right. You do have horses. Yeah.
We have horses.
We get the weird headless homunculus thing.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
you.
No, not anymore. We had to buy horses.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, because yeah. I'm still sad about it.
Remember, you had to feed the horses via Heroes Feast when we got to the desert.
All right. So, plan to take the wagon towards the direction of the main area?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right. So it's not an easy trek because going through sand on a wagon is never fun. So,
Does weight have anything to do with that? I mean, because I could trot beside.
you could what?
I could trot beside.
I mean, I suppose weight
has something to do with it.
I suppose weight does have something a little bit to do with it, but I mean, wagons just don't move very well in sand as it is.
Okay.
Just gives everybody time for a long rest.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Reason.
I think we need it.
If we do.
All right. I mean, if you guys think you can rest in the desert on a hot day,
We're
but
resting in the wagon. And you said it'll take some time.
It's over 8 hours.
It's over 8 hours, so that
okay.
is a long rest.
Does no one have that hand that carries? What is it called?
I do actually, but I don't know what good that's gonna do because I think that can only hold like so much.
Yeah, I can't hold that much. Yeah, Mage Hand can't hold that much weight. And I think even Big Beast Hand can't hold that much weight.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to be a small gnome.
So are we allowed to take a long rest, Mr. DM?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I do have long stride. Says you touch a creature, the target increases, but that wouldn't help with the sand, though, would it?
No, and it's the wagon that's having the issue, not the horses.
Not the horses. That's what I was. Okay.
All right.
Still good. It takes more time.
Do you guys want to do anything in your long rest, or?
I mean, I'm just gonna go to sleep, but I don't think me and Benedict are cuddling. Because I think, yeah, we are still in a buggy, but like it'll still be hot if we're in the desert.
Yeah, Bandic's gonna rest, but he's also gonna make sure that we're going the right direction. He's gonna have his raven up above and gonna relay to him that we're going towards the building that the raven saw.
Smart, yeah.
Dastin's gonna take his cloak, ball it up, and turn it into a makeshift pillow so he can lay Vasira down gently. Other than that, he's just kind of do I have any spells to? No, I don't. Okay, so basically he's just taking pieces of parchment that he has on hand and he's just fanning Vasira.
Aww.
She's in Drow, and this is a cloudless sunny day in a damn desert.
But we're inside a covered wagon, so that helps. But Vasira still appreciates all of Dastin's hard work. Such a sweet boy.
And Dastin will never know because she is still jacked in.
I mean, you kind of know. Is she still in the Matrix, or yeah, she's in the Matrix.
Yep, she was still technically plugged in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Aoife, what are you doing?
Just observing. Sitting in the car, observing. I mean, I really don't know the people yet. So.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to do when you're just traveling.
Yeah, so just observing. She pulls out her lute. And she just sort of sits there plucking.
All right. Then I guess we will go ahead and skip on ahead. So you guys make it to the tower of what appears to be the main area for Ironglaive. Did you want to play us a song first?
No, I'm just plucking.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So yeah, you've arrived at the tower. So what do you do?
I tried to open the door. Get out of the cart and try to open the door.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Find the door.
Yeah, you don't. You got to find a door. It's not right there.
Can I assist and try to find the door with him?
Sure.
I try to find an entrance and open the entrance.
Oh,
23.
All right. You see a circular outline around the side. This is a pretty big tower. It's almost like a lighthouse looking thing. And on the side you do see a circular sort of outline that does look like it sort of resembles a door, but the problem is you don't actually see a doorknob or anything that can open it.
Let's see here. My goodness. Let me see.
Does anyone have detect magic or?
I do. Hold on.
I do. Know.
But I thought I was assisting. Would you allow me to assist by using detect magic?
You assisted me in finding the door. We found the door. So
Oh, okay.
we found the door. You can use detect magic to see if there's a magic aspect to this door.
I'll use detect magic.
Okay. You do get the sense that there is some sort of magical element to all this, but not really one that's controlling the door.
It's
Okay.
nothing door. It's something like inside the building.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. I am going to cast knock.
Going to cast knock? What?
Yes, spell called knock. Choose an object that you see within range. The object can be a door, a box, chest, or a set of mundane padlocks, or another object that contains mundane or magical means to prevent access. A target that is held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If you choose a target that is held shut by arcane lock, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened and shut normally.
Okay, so it has to be specifically an arcane lock.
No,
it's any door
Any
or
door.
anything that's locked, like any door, a box, a chest, anything that's locked.
Okay.
Knock is the only thing that can open a door that's locked with arcane lock unless somebody breaks the door.
yes.
Okay.
I cast knock, and I knock on that circular door.
All right. The door does open.
What's up?
But you see that it's pretty dark, basically, on the other side of the door.
Can I cast light?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna cast light, and would that help us be able to see the people that can't? Like, I think Dastin, I don't think Aoife has dark vision, and I know I don't.
I'm just a human.
I'm pretty sure you don't have dark vision, right, Aoife?
I am double checking.
I have 50 feet.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point if she's casting light.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I'm a human variant, so I was just like, I was trying to make it easier for myself and everybody else that does not have light vision, or sorry, dark vision. I know, I think the only ones that do would be Benedict and Vasira.
Yep. Basira's got 120, but she can't help you right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Benedict has 60.
Still trying to understand. Oh, wait.
I think it would be under features and traits.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the ratio. Nope.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. She casts light anyway, so you'll be able to see. So.
Yeah.
Alright, so essentially you see what looks like just a broken down, like, series of engines and turbines and gears, and just, like, rust and grime has, like, settled in. It's clear that a lot of this machinery has not been used for a very, very long time.
Gotta make a mental note of that.
We just see a just broken down old workshop, basically.
Yeah, it's basically what you're saying. I mean, it's not really a workshop. It's more like an engine.
Ah, okay. Interesting. All right.
We have yet to enter the room, right? I'm not sure if I heard that correctly. Are we still like technically outside? We're just kind of looking into it.
No, you entered the room at this point.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here.
So what do you guys do?
I am.
So are there doors?
Well, no, I mean, from what you can see, it's all just machinery at this point. It doesn't really seem like it's. I mean, there's like a walkway, but that's about it. It's more like a spiral staircase that you can kind of see, sort of, but
Okay.
it clearly there's like clearly a floor above you or something like that, but it's not like it's not like it's sort of precariously designed. Like it's clearly not meant to be really treated like a staircase. It's just kind of there to be there, you know.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's like any kind of control panel that seems to be in the center of everything?
Okay. Yeah.
17.
No. Not here.
Okay, Dastin is going to set Sadira gently down against a wall, and then he's gonna slowly go up the spiral staircase.
Okay.
I'll go after him as like backup in case anything goes wrong.
I don't need an adult.
Like there's like a booby trap or something.
A booby trap.
I'm a fucking stop you, okay? I don't trust shit. It's Liam's campaign.
We know what you mean by booby trap. We know it's back.
Like boobies, but that's beside the point.
I mean, same.
Aoife, what were you trying to say?
I'll stay with Viscera.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was like, good. I was just thinking that. I was like, who's gonna stay with Basira so she doesn't, pause?
I will send my Raven the Morgan with Estrid and Dastin while I stay with Aoife and Basira because I want to look a little bit more into this engine thing.
All right. So Dastin, Estrid, and the Morgan go up to the next level through the staircase. It is a very precarious staircase that you have to be really careful. You basically have to hug the wall to be able to get up there. In fact, you know what? I'm going to make you guys do a dexterity check.
Everything? Or me and Dastin?
Yeah. You and Dastin.
Okay.
What kind of check again? I couldn't catch that.
Dexterity.
Okay.
And to be clear, not a dexterity saving throw, just a dexterity check.
Okay, let me, my apologies. Let me go back.
Oh crap. 11.
I got a 12.
All right. It's not pretty, you guys getting up there, but you do make it up there. So, you two clearly are not having the easiest time getting up there, but eventually you do awkwardly make your way up to the next level. Now, Estrid, you still have the light going at this point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you get up there, what you basically see is what looks like robot corpses, all strung about. Like, one after another, you just see these dismantled and, like, rusting and dismayed and just unkempt looking skeletal outlines of machine men, of war machines, essentially.
To one and kind of like look at it and kind of inspect it to see if I see anything I don't know out of the ordinary.
What do you mean by out of the ordinary?
Like, it looks like something that might be related to the. I'm sorry, the Daemon Machina,
Oh,
or if it looks like maybe it could be a prototype for. I'm gonna blank on his name because it's been such a while. The
Rampart
dude that
Ironclave?
worked. Thank you. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Investigation check.
Yeah. Well,
What?
12.
Another 12. Okay.
That's fucking weird, right? It's like
Yeah.
this. Yesterday I was rolling big numbers, and today it's like.
Your rolls are mid. Um,
Mediocre.
okay, so I'll let you have this. You do notice that there is similarities between, like, they're not all looking exactly the same, but they all have a similar structure. These skeletal war machines. It's pretty clear that these are probably the remains of different versions of Ironglaive.
Okay.
That is all I'll say, though.
I'm going to, again, make another mental note of that so I can tell it to the party later
All right.
and say I think that these are his prototypes before he got what he actually wanted.
Dastin, what are you doing?
Dastin is okay. So the first thing we kind of collectively saw, because I'm up there with Estrid, is the robot corpses.
Yeah. I mean, you've pretty much figured this out, too. Like, we'll just say that what she knows, you know. You know, so.
Okay.
Yep.
She told me.
Yeah.
I'm just Dastin so that we both together can say this to the group at the. Yeah.
Since the place is dark, I want to do my own perception check to see if this upper room here is just its own standalone chamber, or if there's like another doorway that goes deeper into this facility.
Okay.
Here we go. Perception. This is a dirty 20.
Okay. Well, it's clear the room you're in. It's kind of, there's a bit of a discrepancy from the outside because the outside looked much bigger than the room you're in right now. So as you look around, you do see that there are some, like, what looks like doors that are similar to the outside door, to what might be other rooms. And there also is another staircase to another level, just so you know.
Oh.
You want to go up another level?
Okay, I will go up another level.
Me too.
All right.
It should be the last level we go up, because then I think we risk splitting the party.
Yeah.
For sure, that's what I was thinking.
As you go up, and you make a couple more dexterity checks, by the way.
Oh God, here we go.
A couple? Or just like one?
Well, one for each of you.
Okay, got you.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
That don't sound
What did
good.
you get? I also got a 4.
Yeah, you both fall.
Do we take any fall damage?
No. It's like a 5-foot drop. It's nothing to worry about. So.
Family Guy? It's when he falls and he's just clutching his knee. Oh!
You both are strong enough that you can handle a fall like that. So.
Dustin is going to walk over to the previous spiral staircase. I'm not going to go down it, but I am going to tell the rest of the party, hey, there's like a whole other bunch of possible rooms up here, and a whole lot of dead robots.
I think that they're Ironclave's prototypes.
Intriguing. Let us know if there's anything else see if I can figure out how to power this engine or what this engine does. This hero just stays silent, laying there, motionless, soulless.
Can I try to go up again and see if I can find anything to power this engine?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's just walking. It's just precarious
Yeah.
walking. So.
Do I have to take another fucking dexterity
Yeah,
check?
unfortunately, yes, you do. So.
Okay. Man, my rolls are shit tonight. My passive is 13.
Okay, just use that.
So yeah, it's a 13. Almighty DM.
Okay, yeah, that's just enough to be able to get you to the next level.
Oh, thank goodness.
Why didn't I use my own passive perception? I'm at a fucking 20.
Yeah, you should have.
You rolled and you have a passive.
Okay. Yeah, alright, you both make it to the next level. God almighty. Alright, so, as you reach the next level, it's very similar to the one below, but these skeletons, these remains look slightly newer and slightly more sophisticated.
Okay.
And I should point out, from the previous 2 levels, all the engineering stuff that you've seen in the first level, it's all still there in the next levels you've gone up to.
Yeah, I got you. Can I look around and see if I can spot anything that might power the... What was that, Josh? A generator that we're looking for? I'm sorry.
No, Benedict is looking at the engine that our faithful DM said was there in that first room to see
I'm very tired.
How Benedict himself can figure out what its function is and potentially power it, or figure out how to power it, and if it'd be smart to power it if we can indeed power it. I don't know if all the powers, you know?
For sure. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Can I see if there's anything that can power the engine?
Sure. Yeah, make an investigation check.
That's a 10. It's mid.
Okay. It doesn't look like there's anything in this particular level that powers the engine. It all just looks like it's still just connected to a system.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Dastin, would you like to look to see if you find anything that could power this engine?
I would like to actually. Well, hold on. What do I have here? No, wrong one. I would like to do an investigation check on the engine itself to see if I can try to get a grasp of its inner workings.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
16.
Okay. It's very clear. Like I said before, it's very clear these haven't been used in a very, very long time. What you do see, though, is that this technology is something that probably hasn't been used for at least 50 years.
Okay, interesting.
Maybe even longer than that.
I mean, this stuff here is old, but it's not ancient or anything.
It's a very rudimentary. Well, it's not rudimentary, but it's a very old school way of building a certain power source, like a sort of like a sort of a neural network kind of thing.
Oh God.
But the fact that it's not actually active is what makes it strange.
Okay, that's interesting.
Let's see. Do I have anything here? Let's see. Hold on. I think I might have something. Hey, I'm gonna try something. I have a feeling it might not work, but I'm gonna try it anyway, just to see if it can give us more information.
All right.
I'm gonna put a hand on the engine, and I'm gonna cast Identify.
What does identify do exactly?
You choose one object, in this case the engine, that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has, if any. You learn when any spell. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spells created it. If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. So basically, I'm just trying to glean just a little bit more information from this engine outside of my investigation check.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
All right.
Is it just a thing you cast, or do you have to roll for it?
It's an instant cast. I just put a hand on it, and then I just learn what I can automatically.
Okay. Well, first things first, you learn that it's not very much magic that was used to build this thing, although there is some involved. But
that's still new info.
It's definitely more tech than it is magic, though. You get the sense that from what you're gleaming, this is definitely something that uses a sort of dark magic, or at least it did. It used to use a sort of dark magic to be as a sort of like power conduit to it. Basically, it amounts to, this is pretty much like everything else you've seen, where it's this sort of mixture of science and sorcery, pretty much sort of thing. Leaning more towards the science aspect of it. But, yeah, you sense that the magic hasn't been used in a very, very long time for this particular engine. But you do get the sense that there was a lot of studying of certain dark arts and like how to explore like the connection, the connections of life, if that makes any sense. I'm getting real existential here, but what you're gathering is that this seems like it was almost meant to be like some sort of tree of life, like a man-made tree of life sort of thing.
Very cool.
Daston takes his hand off the engine, and I explain that to everyone in the party, or at least just my best guesses at what all of that means.
So I'm confused. Did you guys go up to like the third level, or did you guys come back down to the main?
They're on the third level right now.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of like yelling down the stairs.
I was basically like, going to do the exact same thing in the first level. That's why I got so confused, because the engine's on the first level.
No. Like I said, the engine carries on from each level.
Oh, okay, I missed that part. I was so confused. I'm like, that's exactly what I was going to do. So I guess I wrote that. Figure out what I was so confused. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah. The engine clearly follows the tower all the way up, or at least to the points where you've gotten.
So can we hear them from where we're at?
Yeah,
vaguely. I mean, the levels aren't super high up, so you might be able to catch them if they yell really loud. So, plus it's very tinny where you are, so sound probably carries pretty well.
Bounces. Okay, that makes sense.
That's great acoustics.
We should all start a band.
We should study.
This year says that her mom. Go ahead.
All right. Dastin, Esther, what do you guys do now?
I mean, I agree with Dastin in we shouldn't really go that much farther because then we'll be splitting the party. So I think we go back downstairs to kind of help him out or kind of reiterate to the party what we found.
Yeah, I don't want to go any further, so I'm gonna already start heading back downstairs.
Okay. I'm gonna advise you guys just to jump down, probably.
Oh.
Want to jump?
Well, from level to level. Unless you guys want to make another dexterity check.
I mean, down the stairs?
Well, hold on. How high is one flight of spiral stairs here?
I'd say 15 feet.
Oh, that's nothing. We can do this. Okay, yeah, we
You
jump
definitely
down
have to
floors
take
one
the
at a
stairs up, but you don't necessarily have to take them down. So.
Okay. Yeah, we go one at a time.
That's when you said up to jump. I was like, what did you mean?
Well, he did say they were rickety, didn't he?
Yeah, that's why I was like, you might just want to jump down instead. Because otherwise you guys are going to have to make another dexterity check. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we're jumping.
Alright, I'm not going to make you check for that. So.
DM question.
Yeah?
Are there any sort of like on this first floor with the engine? Is there any like panels? Like as I mean by panel, not like buttons and things of that nature. I mean like a door to open up a panel to see if there's any like a wires or what am I trying to think?
You mean like trying to open a shell or something? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, kind of. You know, it's like you open up like the side of a tower for a computer, and there's all the innards of the tower there.
You don't really see an outline of anything for that, I'll say.
Okay.
First of all, because again, it's very rustic and like grime and dirt has sort of seeped in. So, like, it's kind of hard to tell what's the original and what's been growing, basically, on it. So.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take out the knife
Okay.
in my inventory and begin to gently sort of scrape off that grime and as much of the rust as I can gently to try to make out the actual like what this engine down here looked like.
Okay. Well, I will say, as you're scraping off the rust, pieces of like the shell, the outer shell of the engine, are starting to fall off.
Well, it is old. Yeah, I peer into as I am gently trying like to clean off the rest of this. One second. Sorry, I apologize. Bubba, clean up.
You just need to chill.
Sorry about that. The cat was getting in the way of our like screens and stuff, so we couldn't see what we needed to see. Oh,
Okay.
but yeah, he just wants our attention. We've been working all day on computer screens, and now we're playing on computer screens, and he is not pleased that he's not getting any attention. I guess as pieces of this outer shell of this engine are flaking off, Benedict will look in to see what he can see on the inside there, while still trying to clean a bit of this engine in the meantime.
Okay, so you're looking inside you're looking inside past the panel to look at what's in there.
Yeah, because I want to understand. I want, to the best of my ability, even though I'm not an artificer. Rest in peace, Pixie. What's basically what's actually like in the inside? What's powering this thing? How does this thing kind of work?
Okay. I guess that's an investigation check.
Yes, that would be my guess. Well, yeah, investigation is an intelligence based role, so just a little more specific. Oh, 14 plus 6 is a dirty 20, good sir.
Okay. Well, basically, what you're seeing is this is all a bunch of really old tech.
Yeah.
A lot of wires, a lot of sort of steampunkish motherboards kind of thing. But it's all clearly not been used for a very, very long time. It's pretty much this is all junk at this point. But I will say one thing you do hear is that there is faintly a whirring sound, like a.
Oh. Mm.
So
But it's not coming from like where you are.
is it coming from like down below or up above?
Both.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. That's Well, we've already gone up. I guess Benedict will look to the party and relay that he tells the party and just goes, it sounds as though something still is being powered by this engine, even if it's just slight. I hear some noise coming from it from both above and below. You guys, and he gestures to Astrid Morgan, who's on Astrid's shoulder, and Dastin. You have gone above. Mayhaps we should all go below and see what we can glimmer from investigating there.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think? What do you all think? And he gestures to literally everyone, aside from Basira, who is still comatose on the ground.
I think that's probably like the smartest idea.
I'll follow where you. Wrong voice.
Yeah.
Miss Nixie, is that you?
Oh, I'll be following wherever.
There's that. Out of body. So, sorry, I got possessed by a small rogue wizard. I apologize.
I was actually about to make that joke.
I don't know what's coming from me. Gaston, what do you think?
I mean, I'm gonna be quite honest here. I can't really think of anything else. So, yeah, yeah.
All right, then let's head that way. But let's be sure to keep our wits about us and hopefully not get into any traps on our way down.
All right. You do see a staircase that does point downward. It's just like the ones that go up, so it's very precarious. So you can roll for dexterity, or you can use your passive dexterity if you want.
Dexterity?
I'll just let you all know I have feather fall, so if we fall up to, I can slow 5 of us down.
Perfect. I believe I have that too, but I just don't have it activated right now from my spell book. So that is good to know. I put importance on it.
So do we all have to roll?
Yeah.
And what are we rolling again?
Just dexterity.
I got a 16.
Why didn't you just use your passive?
Dexterity?
Yeah. You said you had a 20.
No,
I
that's
don't
passive.
have. No, that's passive perception that I have.
Oh. Okay.
No passive dex.
Yeah, it's just passive perception, passive investigation, and passive insight.
Okay. I misheard him earlier, I guess.
I got an 8.
Please tell me you're the one carrying me right now.
Oh, you hush. I hear voices inside my head. They sound like angry drows.
Okay.
I got
Wait.
a 6.
You got a 16, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Who's carrying Visera?
Normally,
and
yeah.
Liz.
Is Dastin carrying her again?
I mean, I can again, yeah. I just remember setting her down on the ground level. And then I just kind of went off on my own with Estrid. So yeah, I can definitely grab her again.
Okay. Well, if you are carrying her, you are going to have to roll with disadvantage.
Okay, then. Let's try this again. For dexterity. So my first roll was a... Fuck. Well, my first roll was a 16. My last roll was a 6.
Okay. And Benedict, you said yours was an 8?
8. An 8.
Dastin and Benedict, you both fall off the steps. So.
As I,
And I'm carrying Versira when that happens.
Can I slow them down and give them feather fall?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, is that something you have to roll for, or is it just
Nope. It's a spell. So it's up to 60 feet.
Not with disadvantage.
I can't.
Just roll dexterity.
Oh god, I got a 4, Liam.
Okay, you're falling with them then.
Yeah, I figured.
I can slow
Sorry,
up.
I didn't catch that you said everybody roll for that, so that was my bad.
Yeah, it is everyone because we're all collectively going downstairs.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, if you're casting Featherfall, then I guess it's fine. Whatever Featherfall does.
Softly.
All right.
No falling damage.
Okay.
They're falling with style.
Yeah, with style.
I mean, I wasn't gonna take any points from them anyway, but
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just
You've
gonna
lost points in pride.
Yeah.
Well, not so very good on your feet, are you?
I mean, they could have broken something, I guess. Sorry, go on, Eva. I'm sorry.
So I'm just standing and watching them sort of feather fall. I will catch up with you in a moment.
as Benedict's falling, he does a Burtmantle pose, just on the side. That awkward dad portrait pose, laying down. If I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall.
All right, so they're down there and we come down.
Yes.
So we're down on that floor.
Mm-hmm. How long does Featherfall last?
1 minute? How long are they going to fall?
Well, I was about to say, as you all reach the bottom floor, you begin to hear some cracking from the floor.
Oh, no. The
No.
floor's going to break? Oh, no.
And the floor shatters and you all start falling.
I cast levitate on myself.
On yourself, yeah.
And grab Estrid.
Okay, you got to make a dexterity throw for that.
Okay. I'm gonna let my wife just fall. I'm
Which is why he levitated himself.
Well, yeah, because I am the one that is going to carry her down, bridal style.
I don't have shit for that. So,
I don't have anything either.
That is 18.
All right, you do catch her. All right, but I mean, Featherfall should still work anyway, right? So.
I mean, it depends on how long it took us to get down there.
Yeah, it just depends on how long they're falling.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely like a 25, 35 feet drop.
Oh, okay. So, it's up to 6 feet.
Yeah, but basically it's taking you straight down to the very bottom.
How many of us are there? Uh-oh. One of us...
5?
Isn't there 6 of us?
Who's the 6th?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, there's
5.
just... Okay.
Yeah, Blueface isn't playing, so...
I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Blueface my imaginary...
Yeah. My invisible friend.
He's your if. That was a great one. We're watching.
So, as you all pretty much fall okay. You basically fall to the bottom, and you end up in what looks like a kind of like really old laboratory.
Well, I'm out of my depth now.
It just looks like it hasn't been used for over 50 years, basically.
Anybody know what this stuff was used for?
Oh.
You seem... I'll say this because you don't need an investigation check for this because this is pretty noticeable. You basically see it's filled with sketches and diagrams of what looks like. Let's just say it looks very Leonardo da Vinci-esque, but with machine people instead of real people.
that's interesting.
Full of basically chambers and just like it's very Frankenstein-ish what you're looking at here. I'll say that.
But it's mechanical.
But it's mechanical, yeah. And there's also some elements of like mystical arcana kind of stuff that you're seeing as well.
Are all of these sketches like on papers that are like attached to the wall by like adhesive or something?
Some of them are on tables.
Okay. Daston is just gonna start collecting all of them.
Okay. As you walk over to one of the walls, you're looking around. You're looking around, and you see, as you turn your head to the right, you see over behind what is a chest of drawers, basically. You see a corpse that has basically had its chest shot through.
Oh, that's interesting.
It looks like it's been there for a very, very, very long time.
But its flesh is still on it.
Barely, if at all. It's pretty decayed at this point. You can smell it. So.
Can I go over to it and can I poke it?
You can certainly try.
I want to see if it crumbles. Because if it crumbles, it means it got disintegrated. Like, its inside got just completely fried out.
Okay,
so I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna poke it.
Alright, it starts to fall apart a bit more. I mean, it's clear based on, like, the hole in its chest that something did, like, push through it. It's very likely that's what killed the corpse.
Can I see if the hole is like charred? or if it just looks like literally something like literally put its hand through it and just grabbed it.
Sure. Make an investigation check. It's not going to be a very high DC though. So.
Investigation, you said?
Yeah.
Good sir.
That's what?
A 13, good sir.
All right, that's good enough. It definitely looks charred.
Okay.
But
So somebody definitely like either used like a spell and like shot a fireball at it, or somebody used like a laser, because we're in that type of place where that would happen.
based
And
on what you've
definitely
seen, it
shot.
very well could be both.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna again make a mental note of that and tell the rest of the party that something either A shot a laser at it or B used a magic spell on it. Or
While
both.
you are there, you do happen to spot what looks like a very old piece of paper that still has some stuff written on it.
Interesting. Can I look at the piece of paper?
Sure.
Okay, do I have to do like a fucking, I don't know, a history check or something to make sure?
No. It's written. What's written on it is clearly written in common. So,
okay,
but not everything is still intact with it. So, but there is enough there to glean certain things. All right. What it essentially says is, my name is Dr. Cornelius Farfurt. I was the head of the Ironglaive Project. At the beginning of this, I'm paraphrasing it just to make it simpler, by the way.
All good.
At the beginning of the studies, we were trying to see if we could use magic to offer some sort of morality system for machine men. Create a sort of synthetic soul through arcana. We've had a few subjects, some of which have gone on their separate ways, but one in particular, Rampart, as we have come to call him, is most curious in his evaluations. He has become notoriously interested in warfare and studying the nature of morality, as well as a certain almost obsession, if that is even possible for someone like him, with knowledge.
Interesting.
And that's pretty much where that's pretty much all you can glean from the note. So.
Okay. I'm gonna put this in my bag of holding, and kind of like and just kind of keep it with me so that we have it in case, like, I forget, because I would.
Right.
And I'm gonna kind of reiterate what I just read to the party.
Okay. All right. So yeah, she reads it back to all you guys.
Yeah.
So this guy tried to make machines like people.
One could say that they were trying to make artificial type of intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
The artificers would say like peony, and then PC Bandit gets sad for a moment there, remembering that peony is no longer with us. But she was our artificer. She would have found this fascinating.
So would he be an aberration?
Actually, an interesting way of looking at it. That might be like a soul looking for like the perfect body, but I don't even know if he has a soul.
It's a created, synthesized soul. That's what it said.
Artificial.
This guy.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I totally didn't connect the two. That's my bad. I'm very tired.
So they created him. He wasn't a human.
No, he was not a human. He was artificial. He was, as you said, synthesized, not not biological in the sense of being born from someone in the biological sense, but created outside of our bodies into some sort of technological and arcane hybrid. Much like some of the weapons that we've been looking for.
So, Dastin, in those papers you've been finding, do you see anything where are they using like a bunch of people to create his soul? Or is he just their thoughts?
Is there anything on any of these sketches and blueprints that might determine which one of those, DM?
That I'm going to make you do an investigation check for.
Alrighty. That was an 18.
All right. While looking around through the sketches, you definitely see a lot of like trial and error regarding what is going on, basically with the construction of these like synthetic souled machine men. While you're looking, you do happen to find another note.
All right, I pick that up and I start reading it out loud.
Okay. It's again from Dr. Cornelius Farfurt. What he is basically saying this time around is, as I've continued to watch Rampart grow, I fear that his sense of morality is beginning to waver. At first, he seemed to sort of understand the sense of humanity of what we were trying to accomplish, to see if there is a certain way for a machine to be able to feel and understand. But now, it seems as though he wishes to remove it from himself. Strangely, he seems to hate the moral part of himself. More and more, I see him looking up certain odd, almost dark arcana studies, mixing with scientific research. Recently, he's been looking into something which I had never even heard of, something that I believe is called the Daemon Machina. And that's where that ends.
Dastin is packing that note away along with all the rest of the sketches that he can grab.
But didn't he tell you there that he doesn't need it anymore when we talked to him last? This Daemon Machina you talked about.
We gotta fill you in on a lot of stuff, but that's not wrong.
So he surpassed this thing. This
Either he's
devil body.
either he surpassed it or he just got what he needed.
Oh, I worry about you, my friend. He seemed to have liked you too much.
Yeah, I'm noticing a pattern of that too.
Everybody seems to like you, Dastin.
I don't know why. I'm just a nerd with a book.
You're
Well, I
approachable.
think it's it that they like. You better hold tight to it. I wonder if each of you have something that he wants. Like you, sir. You, Mr. Fitzgerald. You have bombacity and courage. And you, dear, you have the ability to talk to anybody you want. He's probably liking that. And probably our friend here who's asleep. I don't know her enough, but she's probably got something. Oh, you four. Tell ya. if I fell into the right group. Didn't mean to scare you.
No, you bring up a good point. There might be
That is a solid point.
there might be something with each of us that they want, It is you are true in the fact that my wife here does have charisma. Dastin here does have that sense of intelligence, a sense of wonder to find the answers. And then it is true, there's not much that does scare me. And the Siri here, he looks at the unconscious drow. she does too have courage, and she's very truthful. She's quite blunt. But
Good way. Like she keeps us all on the right path.
yeah. So that is a good point. It could very well be something connected to that. But if we were to get our friend back here, make sure that we leave here with at least one of our captured friends alive. Since we could not get here in time to save the other, we definitely do need to find this artificial life form and make it tell us a way to save her or destroy it.
So we're going to need to find out where they started making him. Should we keep looking further into this place?
I mean, I say yes.
Indeed.
I agree as well.
So DM, is there like a further chamber? Can we?
No, you're at the bottom.
We're at the bottom. There's no chamber off from it.
I mean, it's a pretty big room. Like it's clearly this does look about the walls do reach about the size of the outer tower. Like this is it. This is the one room here at the bottom.
Is there anything like what we encountered that, with the chair and the thing that Sarah sat in this?
I think you're gonna have to make an investigation check then. No, Aoife.
Okay. Not best. Got a 9.
You got a what?
A 9.
A 9. Okay.
Actually, my passive is 12.
Okay. If you want to use 12, that works. So you do see what does look like a very rudimentary, very prototypical sort of version of what could be the machine that was being used to hold people. But the problem is that it's clearly not turned on.
Mr. Dastin, do you think if you looked at this, you could figure it out?
I can certainly try. I'm assuming that would be an investigation check.
I guess, yeah. I guess that would be.
All right, here we go. Not that great. 14.
14. Well, it's clearly connected to something. You see wires sticking out of it and going into the ground and going into the ceiling. So clearly it does run on some sort of form of power.
I mean, I guess we just follow the wires and see where they take us.
Do we go up or down?
What do the wires tell us, DM?
Well, again, they go either down or up, but I will remind you, you are on the bottom floor.
So we're at the bottom, so it goes under the ground.
Yeah.
And I guess we try going back up, only this time all together.
Yes, so.
I agree.
All right. Well, the problem is that the staircase is sort of broken down with that.
Oh no.
It collapsed along with the floor.
Since I never turned off levitate, and levitate lasts for up to 10 minutes, I will just charter people up and down.
Well, should one of us stay with the machine, so if you find the source, we can yell that it's on?
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Because
Yeah, if there's a couple of us that want to stay by the machines.
like Vasira and I could stay there since she really can't do anything. And
Our little yeah.
the other three of you can go and investigate.
Well, I mean, why don't because I mean, yeah, which of us, what pair of us has the best investigate? I have a +6.
Yeah, I don't. I have a 2.
Let me see. For what? For investigation?
Yes.
I have a 3.
Dastin?
Hold on. Okay, that's a little bit better. 24.
No,
Wait, what?
what's your
Oh.
modifier for investigation?
Oh, my modifier. Sorry. Okay, ignore that.
I was like, damn,
Yeah.
24 at this level? What the hell did you do in character creation? Damn. I thought I was
my modifier's +5.
okay. How about this? Why don't Dastin and I go up and investigate up there, since we have the 2 best investigation modifiers, and Estrid and Aoife stay down here as a pair since the Sierra is TKO'd. So that way,
No, I like that.
2 conscious people together. I will keep the Morrigan with Estrid, so that way I can still have a pair of eyes down there and know if something bad happens downstairs.
That's actually a really smart idea.
So I can use levitate and help Dastin and I get up to where we can use stairs again.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right. So just Benedict and Dastin are going up.
Yes.
Yep.
All
That
right.
way, there's 2 conscious people per part.
All right. So yeah, since you can levitate, you go up pretty easily.
Benedict, you have levitate.
It keeps coming back.
It will forever come back.
Oh yeah.
So we go up to the 3rd floor, which is where they initially that pair initially stopped off, and you said that there's more. Is there like more staircases up past that?
Yeah, past the 3rd level. Yeah, there's more.
Benedict will start walking up those stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just gonna keep going. Since you have levitate, I'm not going to make you do dexterity checks. Are you just going to keep going up the steps, or are you just going to go to the next floor?
I mean, I'm just going to go up to the next floor, see what's in that room, glean what I can from it, and if we need to go up more, go up more.
Okay. As you get up to the next floor, again, there are far less skeletons in this room, and the machinery is looking a little less rustic and dusty and grimy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're starting to see that there actually is some like other wiring and other power like sources and other engineering that's sort of been almost like jury rigged onto the walls.
Okay.
And it looks a lot shinier and newer.
Interesting. Then Nick looks over to Daston. It seems the further down we go, the older things seem to be. However, the further up we go, the newer and more well-painted things seem to be.
Almost kind of seems like they just made a new floor every time they had some kind of breakthrough.
Interesting. So we can surmise that the main floor and the basement area is where things began. So if we are to find wherever this created life form is, or where it's housed now, it might be further up.
Then let us go up.
All right. You want me to go first, or do you want to go first? Whoever is in the back needs to keep an eye out back. Make sure we don't get dapped.
I think in this case it can go either or. So how you go first this time? I went first last time.
Okay. Heading on up.
All right, so you guys are going up to the next level?
Yep. Level 5.
All right. Well, this one is pretty much like 50% newer stuff, 50% older stuff, and the newer stuff is definitely actually working.
Very good.
And there are no signs of any like actual skeletons, any robotic remains in this level.
Intrigued. Could I now, since we are in an area where things are working, could I cast Identify on one of the working mechanics to try to glean what I can from a actual working model instead of the non-working models that we use Identify on prior?
I'm completely lost. What are you asking? Sorry?
Can I use Identify on one of the working mechanics, since when we used Identify last time, the mechanics weren't working? With
Okay.
Daston,
Yeah.
can I
Yeah, that's fine.
on working models? Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Okay. What you get is a sense that these are definitely not connected to the older machinery, and that whatever these newer pipes and newer like machinery leads to, it essentially leads to the area you were before. So this has clearly been built on top of what was here before.
All right. I take my hand off of it and look to Daston. So it seems as though the 4th floor and the 5th floor are not connected to the 3rd, 2nd, 1st, and the basement. It seems as though the floor we were just on and this floor here is completely separated.
Yeah, something tells me that when they made these upper floors, they were under new management.
Potentially the management of the artificial life form.
I mean, these floors do show a level of efficiency that honestly could easily be missed.
Well, I don't respect him enough to use his name. That's why I refer to him as whatever it was doing from here on out. I do not believe it to be good. So it just left behind the past and then just focus on the here and now and the future. Interesting.
Aston is taking so many notes right now.
For my next decree, I state that artificial life forms shall no longer be in service, and they are all sentenced to death. You got that? Write it down, write it down. Yeah.
I wonder how the other party's doing.
Do we want to check in with them real quick?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
man.
So, yes, Estrid and Aoife are there with the body of Visira. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna look at Eva and I say, so, tell me about yourself.
Oh, there's not much to say. Lived in the forest all my life. But I guess you could see by looking at it. Yeah, that's about it. Not much.
What made you, come to these parts?
Well, I was following some kind of apparition. It was killing things in the forest that I live in. And I was hunting it down and I came across you.
Shoot, so we just kind of plucked you from what you were doing.
Well, it kind of sounded like you were looking at something I was looking at. And you look like a good band of people, so I just joined you. And now we're here looking at a lady who connects something I don't understand. And those two are looking for some kind of electricity.
You just cut out there a lot at the end.
They're
there,
looking for
Dory, I'm sorry.
electricity. They're looking for electricity.
Got it. Yeah, we're looking to power, and she kind of points to it. This engine right here, we're hoping that it might be able to bring back our friend, and that with that everybody else. If it's not too late for them.
Oh, no, I got that. I'm just wondering what this has to do with. What did you call it?
Oh, the demon. Yeah, that's kind of a long story. So, okay, so there's this there okay, where do I even start with that? So we were all looking for the lady, and she's like this big powerful do we know if she's a warlock, or has that not been revealed, or like what her power is, Liam, because I don't remember.
I don't think I've revealed it yet. So
So she's like she's got a lot of magical power, right? Which appeals to me for various reasons. It appeals to Daston for various reasons, Visira Benny, and it appealed to Peony, but it just led us on this weird winding adventure, and then we learned about this thing called the demon machina, which is a machine that's also organic and can summon demons. And along the way a lot has happened. Dastin's been possessed, but now I guess he's fine. And it's just kind of, it's been a lot. But basically the demon machina is essentially a machine that can summon demons, and it seems to be tied to all this somehow. It's been how long has it been? Like 5 months, 6 months? One?
Probably about 5 months.
Okay. It's been a long, almost half a year.
Well, that does sound like a lot. I wonder if this demon machina has something to do with the killing of the animals in my forest.
As soon as you said that, I kind of thought that would probably be the reason, because what's killing the animals in your forest, did you say?
I don't know. I was hunting it. It brought me to this area that I'd never been to, and there you are. You.
And you have.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's very choppy, so I'm trying not to talk over you.
So you and your three friends in your skull, you were looking for your little fairy friend, and that's where it brought me.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have a knack for kind of bringing everybody that's looking for this thing or something that connects them to it, all of us together. Terry's just kind of, he's kind of become our mascot.
Well, I guess everyone needs one of those.
I kind of promised him a body in me and Peony, the fairy. We were gonna make him a body because she's really good with tinkering. And now we gotta kind of figure out how we're gonna do that, because as a Fitzgerald, we always keep our word. But now that might not be the case.
Oh, that's a big thing to do, offer a body for a head.
To make it cool, and like make it into like all mechanical and stuff, and have it be kind of like his old one. Because apparently Terry used to be a really powerful magician.
So it didn't occur to any of you, a magician who loses his body and you want to give him another one back, he'll probably lose it again.
His cursed, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I can't say you're not dull. You all are quite an interesting bunch.
Oh, I have had an interesting life, and Benedict has definitely seen to that. But you know what? Being with everybody in the party kind of makes things interesting. But after this, we'll definitely go and we'll definitely help you with whatever's killing animals in your forest, because that's not correct.
Oh, but I appreciate that. I was hoping I'd find it when I got here, but it doesn't seem to be lurking here.
Never say never. You might.
So are you from far from here?
No. Oh, I'm from very far away. I'm from a very small village. And I just kind of lived there with my mom. She was kind of a hard ass.
Mother. Make peace.
I didn't hear a word of that, Dory. I'm sorry.
Said, Mother, they can be something.
Well, she kind of taught me everything I know, and it's kind of a lot of why I am how I am.
Well, I wonder what's happening to the other two.
I wonder as well.
Well, I think we will find that out next week.
Oh shit!
Or not
shit.
not next week, next game, but you know what I mean.
Next game.
So-
All right.
Yeah. 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't end it on a more exciting like cliffhanger, but
No, this is all like tense setup.
yeah,
Humans always need to be
I will lift the curtain a little bit. You're probably gonna have an encounter next.
Shit.
So yeah, be prepared for that.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I was kind of hoping to have more of like a dun 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 moment, but we're kind of running a little long here, so it's gonna have to end
It's all good.
a little backstory between the characters. So all right, but thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you to all my wonderful players.
Yeah.
Yes.